It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network.
How's it going, everyone? Facing off against the
Jacob
Phillies
deGrom
here.
is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his three pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96, great slider, and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all three of his pitches at any time.
Gene Segura standing in. He will lead this one off today.
Let's take a look at the lineups here real quick. Trying to snap a, well, yeah, it's a four-game. I think it's a four-game losing streak right now. So for the Phillies, Segura, Torreyes gets to start today at second. Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, McCutchen is down in the number 6 spot. Ryan Burke, Roman Quinn, and Aaron Nola on the mound. For the Mets, there's your lineup. The change there. Robinson Cano gets to start today at second base, and he's hitting in the number 2 spot. Alonso back in cleanup, and Davis hitting 5th. Michael Conforto still in the slump. He's in the number 6 spot.
First pitch on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
First pitch, 4
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Not a
So
good
here in
start.
the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Segura on at first, nobody out. That's popped up, now towards short right field. Cano is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So digging in now, Bryce Harper. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
Pitch is a cold strike.
Oh, I think he's in
Not
there.
in time as he steals second. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
2-2 the count. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Oof.
Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Yeah, I'm not
Didn't
sure
mean
if
to do
that was
that.
intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely zero reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
So striding forward now, Rhys Hoskins. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In previous duels with deGrom, he's got 5 base hits in 29 at-bats. 2-0 now.
Not used to deGrom being in a
Pulled
jam
high
like
in
this.
the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
That is it. The left fielder, number 20.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First delivery to him on the way. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw over to third here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Oh boy.
Second and third, 2 away. Outside, 3-0 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. McCutchen will take one that misses. It's ball 4. Coming to the plate now, Ryan Burke. And the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here. From the stretch. Strike taken up in the zone.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Got him. Woo! So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired.
That could have been
Phillies
way worse.
Get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Phillies on top, 1-0. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. 1-1. Is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Sent on the ground out to second. Reyes has it. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
All even at 2-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Terrible. How hard guys throw these days. 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Yoenis Cespedes is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The count now at 2-1. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
The center fielder, number 20.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Now here's the pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Here it comes. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate, Nola. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The bat, number 2.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. First delivery to him on the way. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1. Comes back with a good slider there, and it's full 3-2. Drives it out to deep right center field. Giving chase is Nimmo, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1.
1 pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
The right fielder, number 3. Right.
Oh, boy.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
2-1, here it is. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Popped him up.
Okay.
Rosario has a play, and that's the third out. At the plate, Pete Alonso coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the National League.
Yeah, he's blasted 4 home runs in his last 10 games, too. And he's got that power stroke working right now.
This guy's an absolute nightmare to opposing pitcher. Power to all fields, and he'll take that ball away and drive it for opposite field power.
Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Stepping up to the plate, J.D. Davis, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. He's set. Here it comes. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Nola has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job of keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Segura for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. lifted down the line in left. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
The catcher,
Digging in for his second at-bat, JT Realmuto. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And that's in there for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he misses there. 1-2. Nobody out, runner on first. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
1 out.
the left field.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He drew a base on balls his first time up. He's set, and the pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Grounded to third. This could be 2. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The catcher,
First offering on its way.
Ramos.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Under it is Harper, and Bryce has got it for the first out.
Batting 8th, the center fielder.
So 1 man gone for the Mets in the 3rd. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. A fastball here too low. It's 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. To short. There's Segura. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Batting 9th.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob deGrom. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Change up low, 2-0.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
Three and 0 now. Well, New York Mets fandom has really been taken to another level by that group decked out in orange in right center field. They got their name from the 7-line subway train that serves Citi Field, and it's become quite a big deal here in Queens.
No, Matt, they really go all out in support of this Mets team, and it's sort of become a movement amongst fans here in New York.
Yeah, it's a well-organized group, believe it or not, that holds several events throughout the year. They even take their act on the road to visiting ballparks a couple of times each season. It's been really great for the Mets organization. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Up next to the bat.
So striding in, Robinson Cano, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Torreyes gloves it on the first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends.
Damn.
Now at the plate, Ryan Burke as we begin the top of the 4th. Pitch on the way.
Ryan Burke. Ball,
called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Line drive to center field. Nimmo has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The center fielder, number 24.
Standing in, Roman Quinn comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Hit down the line at first. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, the pitcher.
Next to hit will be the pitcher. Aaron Nola hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes,
Oh,
Matty.
geez.
Just unlucky with the
There you
placement.
go.
Nimmo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Up next to the bat.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He drew a walk his first time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-1 pitch. A knuckle curve swung on and missed. 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground.
Oh, finally.
It's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in. kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
J.D. Davis the next to bat, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. Davis, playing here in his age 26 season, enters the day in third place in all-star fan voting at his position at third, so it remains to be seen whether he'll end up making the squad or not.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. He's set, now the pitch. Runner at first here, one man out. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Here comes the 0-1. Smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
3-2 now. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. McCutchen going back.
Yes!
Still going back. And they take the lead. It's gone.
Finally.
Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. 19th home run for him on the season, and the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
And if anybody needed it, he did. Boy, has he been in a slump.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Grounded back up the middle. Torreyes fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We're through 4. It's now 2-1 New York.
Leading off for the Phillies, the shortstop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Ronald Torreyes stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage 2-0.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound.
Oh, no.
A whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Segura is on his way home. He'll score, and the Phillies tie it. It's a 2-2 game. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he lost him. Ball 4 as Harper will reach. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to induce the ground ball to get a double play.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Rhys Hoskins becomes the first out of the inning. Standing in now, JT Realmuto. A ball and no strikes. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Non-competitive pitch right there runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
2-1 now. Ball 3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble.
Oh, that's double play. Oh, man. Wow. That's as close as you can get. Oh, the finger touches it just before the shoe. Look at that.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's a ball.
Continues
Wow.
to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning.
Boy, D-Row, this is a spot right now. If you're an offense, you start
There we go.
your chop. Pitch count starting to get up.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Phil's get just 1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
2 balls and a strike.
I got 2 on the count.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Yeah, I guess I need to pinch hit.
Dominic Smith will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Dominic Smith.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much. But it's 0-1. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. 12 home runs, 27 driven in. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line to the right side.
No.
Harper is there, and he has it for the out.
Yeah.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Ready for another shot now, Ahmed Rosario.
Yeah, it was. He hit it well, but right at him.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh no!
Skied
Got
in
under
very shallow right.
Great.
Harper will come in a bit and put it away for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 24.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and set to stand in the fine second. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Harper. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Mets strand 1 through 5, all even at 2-2.
You know what? I'm gonna put in Betances for the easy inning here. Early. Easy inning. I'm going to try it. See how he does.
Betances takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 68. Yelich. That's Hudson.
New inning set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Ryan Burke.
Number 6. Ryan
First pitch
Burke.
on its way. Line drive to left. Cespedes is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the
Kind of
first
an
out.
angular route there, but okay.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Bouncer to the left side. And very quickly there, they're two gone to start the inning.
Now batting. The pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Digging in, Aaron Nola hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. Frozen on strike three for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
First delivery to him on the way.
You could bet he wants that one.
Just planning ahead for next inning. I want to see how Harper does against left-handers. Oh, he hits them even better. Okay, noted.
The windup and the 0-1. And he just misses inside with the fastball.
In fact, with those numbers, I'm not even going to bother with Wilson. Lugo, you know, I'll go to Lugo if I need to.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And the pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Oh.
Now here's a check swing,
Okay.
and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, first base.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
That's up
Bouncer
the middle. Oh, no.
There's one. On to first, a double play.
Unbelievable.
Nice job on the
I
mound
thought it
to
was
bounce
gonna
back from the leadoff
go
walk.
through.
Those are usually pretty costly.
Wasn't hard
but
enough.
that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
That was close at first.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the third baseman, J.D. Davis. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner. Foul.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
The right fielder, number 30.
Oh man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Off the end of the
McCutcheon
bat.
is under it. And that retires the side. Mets leave 1. 6 innings complete. All square. 7th inning ready to roll.
How
And
many
that'll
pitches
bring
have
in
I
the middle
thrown?
infielder, Gene Segura.
Alright. Let me see what happens here. Can't get Segura out today.
First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count.
Only throwing 9 pitches. Just gonna try and be careful here.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Oh
Now
my
a
God.
swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the 7th.
Wow.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the...
Unbelievable.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ronald Correa.
Unbelievable.
Brad Brock comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
So now to the plate, Ronald Torreyes. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. From the belt, the pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Phillies manager stealing signs.
Right.
You may be right.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Grounded to short.
Yes.
Rosario brings it in to second. There's Cano. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Down quickly go the Phillies. Score remains 2-2.
All right. Oh, that was perfect. Finally, something goes my way.
Victor Arano gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in a minute or two. All right, I'm back. Let's see if we can score some runs here.
Victor Arano.
Ready now, Wilson Ramos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Ramos.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
0-1 to count.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Two and two to the Mets catcher. soft liner towards first, but an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Now here's the pitch. Went about halfway
I think
there, but it's a called strike regardless.
To answer your question that you had last night, Flobo, about the walk-up music, which I know you can't hear on the stream, unfortunately. But yeah, the walk-up music that they just played for Brandon Nimmo just now, I kind of like. It's I don't think it's a real song.
And he falls behind 0-2.
It kind of had like the U2 vibe to it, so I think it's probably my favorite. Not very oh.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
I guess it's not very surprising.
1 out, nobody on. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out
discipline.
number 2.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Jeff McNeil will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 6.
Line towards center field.
He's gonna catch it.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mets go down 1-2-3. And
I forgot to warm up Lugo.
Jerry's Familia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 27, Jerry Familia.
Oh, really? Christian U2? Oh, God. I take it back. I had to look it up to see if that's actually it. Oh, boy. I guess that's not too surprising. I saw his Twitter.
All set for the start of the inning.
Like
and next, the
type to be
dangerous
into
power
that.
threat, Rhys Hoskins.
But yeah, I'll listen out for those songs later and see if either of those are familiar.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit to short.
There we go.
On to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here. JT Realmuto 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expected to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Ready with the 0-1. This
There
is on
we
the
go.
ground over to first.
There we
Scooped
go.
up, and he'll take it to the bag himself.
3
for the
pitches,
out.
2 outs.
Now batting, the left fielder, Andrew.
Now it's
Now in the
McCutchen.
box, Andrew McCutchen 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch on its way.
Okay.
Hit on the ground toward the left.
4
On to
pitches,
first,
3
and
outs.
this will remain
Love it.
a tie ball game as the inning is over. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Sir Anthony Dominguez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Blown away there. Hey!
Back up the middle and
Nice
in
hit.
for a base hit.
Now back, second baseman.
Needed that.
Robinson.
Here's Robbie Cano now, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here.
He's like, I hope this isn't the corked one. All right.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. From the stretch.
Just about a full house today.
Action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there.
Fuck.
Ball and a strike.
What are you doing?
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Fastball, slider, fastball, changeup.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a
Oh
pass
my
and
God.
misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
And this one gets away. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. But it won't skip away far
I should have
enough for the
advanced,
runner
but
to
I was so
advance.
confused. I thought it hit my foot, and I thought, oh, it was a hit by pitch. So I didn't advance. And then once I realized what was happening, it was too late.
That
Oh,
misses, and it's going to set up a
boy.
big pitch now, 3-2.
That's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Now the payoff pitch home.
Oof.
And the third
He's
baseman
fighting
will
that off.
have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. The next 3-2.
Oh,
Checked his swing.
Oh,
there.
yes.
Did he go? No, he did not.
I
Said
thought I
the
went.
Base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
yeah. Actually, no, there's no reason. He's not the run that I care about. No, I'm not going to pinch run.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. No hits to this point. From the stretch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
0-1 count and the pitch.
Oh.
Bounce it to the left side. The second for 1. On the first, and Cespedes grounds into a
Worst
double
case
play.
scenario. Worst case scenario.
Now back, first baseman. Key.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso.
Oh,
A hit
boy.
in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. From the belt, the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Comes set, the 0-1. Fastball called for strike two.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
0-2 on its way. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backside. He is out at the plate, trying to take the lead, but this game's going to remain deadlocked as the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. We've played 8 full, and we are tied 2-2. All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Ryan Burke. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Nice.
A swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Digging in the switch hitter, Roman Quinn. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. A 1 pitch on its way. Behind 0-2 now.
So the mayor of Atlanta has tested positive for COVID-19. That's not good.
0-2 count and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out.
It's not.
The only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
Oh, shit.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Got to be careful with Gregorius.
Oh! Line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second.
Oh, God.
Your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead
Oh,
him on.
man. What do I do now? Segura, I haven't been able to get out yet.
Something.
Let's see if there's any huge split between how he does against lefties versus righties. Oh, God. No. He only hits 200 against righties. It was probably below the Mendoza line before this game. He's 4 for 4. All right, Familia. Let's get him.
Here's the first pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Splitter.
And that's just off the corner and low, ball 2.
Slider.
The 2-0.
Oh, God. He's going to walk him.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters. So you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And
Yeah.
that
All right,
misses
Familia's
all
gonna come
four,
out.
So it's first and second now with 2 out.
What we got here, Torres? Let's see how he does. Oops. Torres. I kind of feel like calling him Tor Eyes, but I suppose it is Torres. How does he do? Yeah, he's a little worse against righties. All right. Okay.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ronald Torres.
You know, I think this is a moment for Edwin Diaz. This is a moment for Edwin Diaz. Yep. Yeah, Tor Eyes. Oh, it's Mr. Tor Eyes. Substitute teacher pronunciation. You're right. Oh god, that's good. Alright, let's see. Where am I at on my lineup? Who's that bat? Alonso. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put Edwin Diaz in this game.
Edwin Diaz has been summoned here and will try to keep this one tied heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Not that impressive in the warm-up here, but let's see what he can do.
Here's the first pitch.
Yes.
Woo, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Ready with the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second.
Shit.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
2-2.
Shot down the line. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. And to score, the runner from second.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it, gone into the upper tank. A 3-run homer here for Bryce Harper, number 13 for him on the year, as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Wow, this is a tough one to swallow, right? You come in as a closer, and you're used to striking guys out and having 1, 2, 3 innings. And just like that, he's greeted with a bomb. Now it's time to regroup and hopefully get some outs.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
Oh, I love this, boys. Mano-y-mano. He's coming to get him with back-to-back big-time heaters.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's the Phillies 6 and the Mets 2. Adam Morgan, 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here.
Adam Morgan.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
Alonso.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1. Morgan has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Down the left field line and deep, and no one will get this one. Payoff pitch one more time. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
The third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, J.D. Davis. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Wow.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Alonso rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores as they close the gap to 3 now. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. Hector Neris takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Wilson Ramos will be his first assignment down to the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. Check swing here, and they'll appeal it down to first, but Carl Dixon's right on it. He went around, so that's strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he used his aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. to short. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out. Now at the plate, Brandon Nimmo, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here comes the first pitch, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Now it's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Swung on, missed. 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
6-3 the final score today. Philadelphia came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Sir Anthony Dominguez gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Let's take a look at the highlights.
Line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base.
Almost
For the Mets, 3 runs,
like cheated
4
how.
hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Yeah. Box score. Couldn't get Segura out. Conforto accounted for all of the RBIs today. 2 for 4. So maybe emerging out of his slump. Not the best start for deGrom, but It's familiar with the loss. Diaz didn't have it. So the Mets dropped their second straight series in 5 straight games. So there's your 5 straight losses. Afternoon game tomorrow, and then they go to San Francisco. Oh, look who we face tomorrow.
A very happy Father's Day to all you dads out there from us at Inside the Show. Here's what happened around the league on Saturday. Starting off in the National League East, the Philadelphia Phillies combined to allow only 4 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-3. Yimi Garcia won his 5th game out of the bullpen, helping the Fish get past the Giants 7-4. Max Scherzer got the win, putting him at double digits this season with 10, helping the Nats down the Braves 1-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Xander Bogaerts had 3 hits in the contest as the Red Sox took care of the Cubs 5-3. He currently leads the American League in batting average. The Toronto Blue Jays totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-3. The Cardinals put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 8-5. The Brewers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got a road win against Arizona 2-1. The Padres allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 1-0. The Dodgers combined for 10 hits as a team as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 6-0. The Rays held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-4. The Tribe got 11 hits overall as they sent their crowd home happy with a walk-off win over the White Sox 4-3. Luis Arias was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs, leading the Twins to the win over the Yankees 4-1. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. The Angels grabbed 13 hits in the game as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 7-5. The Oakland Athletics amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the home victory against the Astros 8-1. The Seattle Mariners put up 16 hits on the day as they dethroned the Royals 8-1. So that's all we've got for our Father's Day edition. Hopefully you're headed to the ballpark with Dad, or at least going out to have a catch with the old man. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
Okay, so here's our matchup for tomorrow. Noah Syndergaard against former Met Zach Wheeler. And we'll try it again. See ya.